You guys, huge day today. Huge day. Brain Fresh has never had an artist. Dr. Mitchell, welcome.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh, I'm so honored. So everybody, we get like a tour of her art, like in all stages today. So first of all, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Lucy Mitchell. I am a physical medicine and rehabilitation physician. And I'm also doing interventional spine and pain over in Rome, Georgia, but I'm also an abstract artist.
Amazing. Oh my gosh, she does it all, people. Wow. Okay, so she was just walking me around showing me some amazing things. You want to show them the amazing art that matches my jacket? Yeah.
I sure will. All right.
Just get ready, everybody. It's like, whoa. And I'm telling you, have like products now too. We got to get into this. Like this, you're right. Like all over. Okay, ready, everybody? You ready? And how big is this one?
So this one is a 15 by 60 inch canvas.
Wow.
So it's literally my height.
Dang, yeah.
So it's like one of those fall tones. And
it's amazing. And this is your product. You did this.
Oh, yeah.
And does it have like a sister piece right next to it? That one kind of next to it?
No, it's one of those pieces that I've done, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it just yet. Instead of going to paint over it, or if it's done, no.
Got you. Oh, is that how the artist goes? Like you have to like feel it for a while and be like,
oh yeah,
there's more to you, right?
That I've had like for months, maybe even a year, and just now finished.
Okay, so please, Lucy, do you mind if we call you Lucy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. How does a person do this? Go to medical school, do a residency, and be an artist? How does all of this happen?
Well, I started drawing and just kind of messing around since middle school.
Okay.
I always find that it was always calming for me, right?
Nice. Yeah.
Because growing up, I didn't grow up in the U.S. I grew up a lot in the U.S., but I'm from Canada originally, so I had to, learn English and all this other stuff too.
Gotcha.
And so the language I had in common was, art.
Arts. Oh, interesting.
Everybody understood art. You would draw something or express yourself, and there was not an actual spoken language for art.
So, excuse me, tell me again, where did you grow up? Because it cut out right when you said where you grew up.
So I'm from Canada originally.
Canada. Gotcha. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So from Canada, moved to Boston. And then from Boston, I was still too cold for me. So I moved further south later on.
Smart. Right. Okay. So you maybe didn't perceive it, but art always kind of calmed you. That was always like a safe, happy place. Was it happy too? Was it like
definitely
a time you loved? Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. So what kind of art have you been involved in? Because you definitely have a certain style going on now, but have you tried other things in the past?
Yeah, I've done a lot of watercolors, acrylic mediums, also digital. I still do a lot of digital stuff. I still do photography as well.
Okay.
But before, and even now, I was taking my spine, for example, and I would turn it into abstract pieces.
That's what I thought I saw on Facebook. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so you see like tons of pictures that people will say, oh, what's that of? That looks like a flower. Is that an owl?
Right.
And I'm like, well,
what
it was versus what it is now are two different things.
So bizarre. That is amazing. That's an artist brain, I suppose. You see one thing and then you can also see other things.
Oh, yeah. And so even now when I look at my different pieces, I can always see something different, even though I know where it started. But then I find, tons of different things, within that piece itself.
That's neat. So are you still working as a doc?
I am. I'm still doing PM&R. I'm still doing interventional spine and pain.
Okay.
I love it. I get a lot of inspiration from, work, patients, the different spines that I see on a daily basis, and it just kind of keeps me going.
All those images. Yeah. So, okay. And then you also tell us about your big news. What were you on? You were on a magazine or something.
The Physician Outlook magazine. And so I was on the cover for September, also the back cover, and it has some pieces throughout the magazine. So I'll show you the front cover here.
Yeah, please.
All right. So let's see.
Yeah, let's see if we can do it.
There you go.
Oh, neat. There you are in action. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's so cool. Physician Outlook magazine. Okay, I'm going to look for it.
And that was the September edition. And then the back cover also.
And there you are. And
and some of the other pieces.
Oh my gosh. So cool. Oh my gosh. So yeah, tell us about this. I mean, have you, we talk a lot on Brain Fresh about, unfortunately, a lot of docs or healthcare workers get into the burnout level. Is that something you've experienced, or you balance these two interests of yours and it helps, or how is it going for you doing all this?
So, with COVID, I think that's when I first truly experienced burnout. And at that time I was in fellowship. So it wasn't that long ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
At that time, in Birmingham, our fellowship was the only one still open for procedures and pain.
Oh.
And so we were getting a lot of the other surrounding areas and even surrounding states. They were all coming to us.
Wow.
And so instead of shutting down and having little to do, we were swamped.
Oh, I did not know that.
More than enough to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So we were, the days were long.
I bet. Mm-hmm.
Very, very long.
Yes.
And so, with those long days and having to travel like an hour to get home.
Wow.
And having to leave extra late at night, it was a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So
did you get
drawing,
any art
I wasn't painting. I wasn't doing any of those things.
Yeah.
And so one day I was in my car and it was a rough day. It was a long day. And that's when I sat down and actually did that picture that you saw on the front cover there. That's where one of those came from.
Oh, okay. Just like get it out. Yeah. All the emotions.
And I didn't know that it would end up on a cover years later.
I know. Isn't that interesting? Who would have thought? You just knew you had to get it out of you that way. That's so interesting. So what is the process to make something like what you just showed us, especially the very long ones? Like, to walk us through that. What is that like?
Yeah. So usually, most times I don't know what colors I'm going to use.
I love it. You just like show up, like bring it. Yeah.
Because, usually I want to do like a fall tone or act on Facebook as far as, hey, what color palettes do you guys think I should work on? And I'll get inspiration from different people, different groups, and I'll try to merge some of these colors and say, okay, well, let's see what that can look like.
I love it. So it's like Facebook is directing your work. Yeah, you're just asking people. Yeah. I love it.
I want to see what people are feeling out there, because I think color has lots to do with feeling also.
Yes.
So at times if you see darker tones, more mellow, I could be in a dark, mellow mood.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the brighter tones, it's more of an excitement, something fun. And so a lot of times, people may not know it, but the color that you choose to work with is definitely, it affects your mood.
Yeah. It's saying something, and it maybe also could influence it. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you put the feelers out there, like, hey folks, how you feeling? Give me the color. Okay. So then
put them out there, and then once I have a library of colors, then I say, okay, well, let me pick 5 to 7 of those, and usually I'll have the color. If not, then I can create the color. Then I mix it up and say, okay, I don't know which order is going to work well, but let's just have fun and go for it.
Let's go.
Because the thing about art is, you're free to quote unquote mess up. Nobody's going to criticize you. And if they do, that's fine, because, it's art. It's art. And everybody's going to see something different. Nobody's going to sue you over your own work.
Right.
You're not worrying about, what insurance is going to tell you or how to do your art. Nobody is directing your way of doing things. Versus at work, it's a different story.
Right.
And so it's more freeing to mess up if I want to.
Right. I heard, I was with an art therapist once, and we were doing something with the patients, and she said, most folks stop drawing around 12. So they say, when people will say, like, I'm not a very good drawer, she's like, I bet you really haven't drawn it very much since age 12. So she's like, you don't know. You've never really even tried. You haven't trained or, built that practice. So that's interesting. She said, is some people will just drop art and then say they're not good at it, but maybe that's not even true. It's like any skill, would you say? Yeah, you can actually.
I would definitely say so. And even when it comes to art, we're our biggest critiques,
Right.
Our biggest critics. And I can do something and I can absolutely hate it. I said, this is not good looking.
I'm not enjoying it.
And the next person says, wow, that's gorgeous. And I'm like, really? Like, no, I don't like it.
I'm not seeing it. I'm not feeling it. Wow. Do you have any other products that you made up in your room where you are now?
I do.
You could show. I love it. It's like going to a museum.
It's funny because like my exam rooms at work, they're like, a gallery almost.
Right.
And so I change them out every so often. So this week people have come in and say, oh my gosh, you changed the paintings. Yeah. And so like they've been admiring the new paintings.
Oh, that's so neat. So they notice. Oh yeah. They probably love it. Oh my gosh.
This is another one.
Wow. That is amazing.
This was part of my blue series.
Wow.
That I did.
That is amazing. Oh my gosh. I don't know. That was something about that like draws me in. It
feels very like oceany, almost as if you just
maybe it is like water. Yeah.
Somewhere, water, and just kind of looking down through this.
Yeah. Ooh, that's very mesmerizing.
Yeah. That's so amazing. This is one that I absolutely love. Well, I enjoyed working on this one, and I have plenty others that I'm just still trying to decide what I'm going to do.
So what is that technique called, the way that you do it?
So this one there is a Dutch pour. And so the way that works is actually, you lay your colors down in different ways, however you want to, on the canvas. And then for me, I use a blow dryer because my lungs are not made to blow all this stuff here.
Gosh.
So I'll use a blow dryer to help, manipulate the paintings around the canvas.
Oh, that's neat. And then do you have to put anything over it to cure it, or it just dries? It'll dry in.
And so there's different things you can use to cure it. For this one specifically, I used epoxy for that one because I wanted to give it like that, glass-like look.
Yes. Down into that's water. Right. So maybe that's why.
So that's what I used for this one specifically.
Okay. So you can do different finishes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so then tell us about your products, because I've seen things like on Facebook that you're making. So what's happening here, and where do we get them?
Yeah, so then I have actually, everybody's always asking me, well, do you have your own products? I'm like, yeah, of course I do.
Right, that's amazing.
So I have like my blankets. I also have like little, actually I have one here because my daughter wanted to use it tomorrow.
How cute, let me see.
This, I'll show you that here. It's like the little clutch purse there.
Oh my gosh, so cute.
So she wants to use this tomorrow.
That is ridiculous,
so it has my
darling.
heart on here.
Oh my gosh, 100% I need one of these. So where do you sell all the
somewhere and just carry this with you.
Right, nice so small, cute. Yeah.
Compact. And then let's see.
Okay, everybody, we're gonna put the links in the show notes. We'll put the links in the show notes so everybody can get this. The holidays are coming, so we need to get this out.
True.
Right,
they're definitely coming.
Yeah,
and so like I also have the puzzles are coming out soon. Actually, like the next week.
Oh shoot! Okay.
So puzzles with different art pieces, and I also have the tumblers and blankets, other purses, and also like a travel bag.
I saw the travel bag. That looked amazing.
Oh yeah.
Amazing.
And so it's the holidays. You got to be traveling, so I might just go with style.
You got a good look. You got to look good, people. Yeah, life is short. Life is short. Come on, especially when it's like it's unique, right? So it's not like anyone else is going to have that. Ooh,
exactly. Somebody I work with, as you said, she said to me, like, well, she was working downstairs, so this is my first time seeing her. But she said, "Oh, where'd you get this?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's on this Facebook page." So I gave her the website. And then my son, she said, "Oh, hey, I ordered it. Thank you for letting me know." And she was like, "That looks like you on there." I'm like, "Yeah, that was me on there."
She didn't even know.
No.
She has no idea like how talented you're just the doctor and 100% also so many other things. Mom, I hear a mom too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, 2 kids.
2 kids.
Oh yeah.
So are you done with your training now? Are you out of fellowship?
Oh yeah, completely done with fellowship. I'm in private practice right now.
Nice. So, yeah.
Definitely fun.
What state are you in?
So I'm in Georgia. So I work in Georgia.
In Georgia. Yeah. Nice. Okay. So is there any way we can see a painting that was recently freshly made?
Oh,
is that possible? All right. Don't get dizzy, everybody. We're going to travel. Don't get dizzy. Yeah.
I have. It's funny because
get a real tour.
Like this space here, like my personal gallery, is probably true.
I know. So I love it that you bring it at work too. That's so neat. I love it. I bet the patients love it. That makes it so much easier to go to the doctor when you're going to see new art, Because usually
blank walls, because I'm always
right.
Saying,
Yeah, I was just at the dentist and I was thinking like they've had that picture for like 100 years.
But here's one that is actually fresh because it shows you can see all the stuff here.
Oh yeah, you can see how it goes.
So this one is still drying.
Wow. That's neat. So yeah, look at those colors. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love that.
Purple and green.
So you just never, I love teal in there. And they're little, greenish teal. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Amazing. So what do you think this has done with you?
One of my many workspaces.
Yeah, I bet you take it over the house, right?
Luckily, I'm able to have like my own area where I can do all this stuff and leave everybody else alone.
Yeah, you could be messy. Do they know, like, don't go in there, don't go close?
But they only go in there if they want, like, you know, to use like my daughter and my son, they'll come in here just to get some paints and paintbrushes and stuff.
Yeah.
But they leave everything else alone. Even the dog knows to leave it alone.
Smart family, even that smart dog. So what do you think, like, having this other outlet, as opposed, you know, medicine can be intense and busy and, you know, demanding. And we see sometimes really sad things at work. You know, people are going through hard times and, you know, it takes a lot of emotions to support people, especially if you're dealing with people in, you know, chronic pain. You know, it's really, we wish we could help and take it away, but sometimes we can support and help, hopefully some at least, you know. So what do you think also having the art has done for you?
It helps unload, it helps release, because you know how sometimes people can take work home.
Right.
And I'm not just talking about charting or, you know, just the stories, but just you take on everybody else's pain, you know, and you carry it on your shoulders, and you think about it, you dwell on it. And so you take it home. And instead of having to do that, I just put it on the canvas, because, you know, I was an English major. I was creative writing. I love to write. I love to read.
Oh, okay.
But now I traded my pen for a paintbrush, you know, and I just let it unload on the canvas.
I love it. Well, that's wonderful. I think it's a great lesson, right? You know, we sure can support others, but we have to do something that's important to us. Like you said, those are great words that you use, like unload, release it. Like we can't carry everyone's burden, because that will, you know, hinder us from continuing to help other people. And we have to keep ourselves, you know, safe and well. And not do too much for others, you know, without taking care of ourselves. Absolutely.
Exactly. And I always tell my patients, you can't take care of, you know, others if you're not taking care of yourself.
Right.
You know?
100%.
And I know for physicians, we say these things, but we don't always do these things. I'm still a work in progress. I don't always do that.
True. So true. So true. Yeah. But today's a new day.
You know, I'll admit that. But then I've had patients tell me, hey, you know, we want to see you, you know, you painting once, you know, actually, because it can be very soothing, possibly, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And so recently, and I mean, like recently, like in the last 5 days, maybe 4 days, started a YouTube channel where I'm just painting.
Nice. And people just want to see it because that's, that's wonderful. Yeah. It's just kind of mesmerizing, even if they feel like they can't. Yeah. That's great. I treat folks living with MS, and I had a patient ask me, like, if I go out in nature or something, if I could take a little video and show her, because she, you know, she's disabled, and it was during COVID. And so it was hard to even get the public buses to go places. Yeah. And a lot of things are closed. And so she was like, if you just take a little video, you know, like if you see a waterfall or just a tree blowing, you know, I was just like, oh my gosh, it makes me feel so lucky and so fortunate, you know, just, I don't, you know, these are just great reminders. But that's wonderful that you do that, just to bring people in. And, you know, who knows, you know, some people will maybe pick it up and then be able to find their way, or maybe if it's not that,
share it, you know, and find peace somehow, you know, because even like when I'm in the rehab hospital, because when you go to any hospital, looking at like whatever art they have there, it's either boring or it's like, okay, this is not like, you know, not what you want to see in a hospital. It's really depressing to be there anyway.
Right.
And so what I started doing is on our rehab unit is switching out the old pictures with my pictures. But then you see the difference in patients and families, because now when they're in a room, instead of having these empty beige walls, you know, they have something bright, something uplifting.
You're amazing. 100%.
And even doing that, you know, and it's abstract, so they see different things in there, you know, so it kind of, you know, it turns the mind, because when you rehab, you know, you're not just rehabbing your leg or your back, but it's a whole body, a whole soul. It's a family thing. So
true, huh? You're right.
So having that to, you know, to look at, stare at, or just even think about, you know, but it's something that can be very positive, because the colors, just a little pop goes a long way in rehab. Yeah,
100%. That's amazing. Oh, geez, you're just amazing. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, helping others in so many ways, you know, that's just, and supporting them. It's amazing. Well, I love it. Well, how can people find you? We'll put the links in the show notes, but if you just want to tell them maybe a website or somewhere easy where they could find your products for the holidays.
Yeah, so my website is www.phoenix, like the bird Phoenix,
Okay.
Noir, that's NOIR designs.com. So Phoenix Noir Designs. And on Facebook and Instagram is the same handle, which is Phoenix Noir Designs.
Okay.
And on YouTube, my channel is actually Scrubs and Arts, because I'm always in Scrubs and I'm always doing art. And so Scrubs and Arts.
Oh, good. I'll follow you. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for all that you do for everyone, and including yourself. Because I feel like when docs do something for themselves, then, they can just keep sharing their strengths and their talents with all their patients. And then that is just that ripple effect, just to keep the world healthier. So thank you for all you do.
Well, thank you again for having me. And thank you for this platform, because this is awesome.
Yeah. Well, good work. Okay. Yeah. We'll find you. We're going to go shopping. Okay. Have a good day.
All right. You too.
Bye.